So as I mentioned before, yeah, I've only been in the business for about a year and a half. I used to live in Spain for 13 years, so yeah, since I was 8. So I've been here for 4 years. So yeah, it's crazy, like massive change. So like nice and tanned. You wouldn't think I would have lived in Spain, obviously, because I'm really white. But yeah, one of my friends put me forward to apply for Keyline. At the start, I was a bit like builder's merchant. I don't know. I don't know. I never thought that I would be working in a builder's merchant, but since I've started, I like definitely wouldn't see myself anywhere else,
Yeah, great.
really. So how did you join the business and kind of progress to becoming an MD?
So been in builders merchanting for like over 30 years now, and generally from an independent sector. And so really just developed through my intersocial skills with customers and suppliers and colleagues. So
Mm.
again, probably similar to you, Megan, didn't
Mm.
particularly come out of school thinking I'm going to go into a career of builders
No.
merchanting. So because
Yeah.
it wasn't really something that was discussed, and so
Mm.
came out and went on a management apprenticeship program
Mm.
myself, and started off forklift truck driving, and then sort of
Mm.
progressed through because I got on with customers, and customer service was really
Yeah.
important, and
Mm.
build a good relationship with customers, and then sort of
Mhm.
developed through a sales role into sort of sales management role, and then
Yeah.
into sort of commercial and onwards. So you know
Yeah.
careers just been developed about doing the right thing by customers, doing the right thing by colleagues, and
Mhm.
doing the right thing by suppliers, and sort of joining all that together.
Mhm.
So and
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it.
Doing my apprenticeship, I've had, I'd say, the luck to have Carrie Ann as my mentor, and having the support of my branch manager Alex as well. Um, they've really helped me develop and feel more, say, comfortable with what I'm doing. Can you tell me about a key mentor in your career that had like inspired you to become or to like progress to where you are now?
Yeah, so I had a few. So just before I started in builders merchants, I had a small period of time in retail, and part of that with the first job I had was a YTS on £27.50 a week, working for a suit shop in the centre of Birmingham. So and there was a guy there called Alex, actually, and he was a great salesman, great customer relations person in there, and so really learned a lot from him about really trying to understand behind the customer rather than just trying to sell the suit, and so really learned a lot from him, and then probably in the same way, Megan, as you're starting off in your career, some of the line managers I had along the way were really, really key to sort of stretching me. I generally come from a non-educated background, so really relying on those people that understood the industry, understood customer service, really listening and learning, and every day's a school day, and still now it is. So yeah, so it had lots of really influential people, and then probably getting into to the managing director's role of has had a coach that's specifically been assigned to me, a chap called Derek Jones. That for somebody that's outside of the business, that's not integrated into the business, and probably hasn't got a lot of those unconscious biases that you feel within a business, so can give me a real good reflection from other industries, and really challenge your thinking in a different way to maybe sometimes your line manager do. So I really think mentors and coaches are critical to the development, and as well as your line manager giving you that support.
Me being a apprenticeship, I was wondering, can you tell me how you think current and future apprenticeships will benefit the business?
Yeah, listen, it is my absolute passion. And apprenticeships have changed over the years, so it doesn't necessarily, it used to be very age specific apprenticeships, and I think that now that they've extended that to, apprenticeships at any age, and so which is really key. And I suppose, and so I'm really I think it's a really great position that you don't have to be young to get an apprenticeship, as you say, because you can learn skills all along your life, and as I mentioned earlier, every day's a school day, and but I'm particularly passionate about youth employment, and certainly that 16 to 24-year-old age group I think is absolutely vital. The industry, the world that we live in is ever changing, and I think that youthful exuberance and that understanding of different channels and different operating models and different ways of working is really key to bringing it into a business, and certainly that diversity and inclusion of people that are from different backgrounds, whether that's age, gender, ability, disability, is really key to make an effective team, because it is very challenging if you continue to operate with the same people, looking the same, acting the same, feeling the same, talking the same. That listen, it's proven that the most effective teams are ones that are challenged from all different levels. So, but I'm particularly excited and get really excited, and my arms will start going in a minute around youth employment, and about what we can do for people that feel that education is their only route to success, because it isn't, but learning is a route to success, and there's different ways people learn.
Why do you reckon you would, or why would you encourage people to take part in an apprenticeship or and to join the Travis Perkins group?
I mean, listen, I would always encourage anybody to develop themselves. Most of the time, the only thing that holds people back from being really successful is themselves. And so I think the apprenticeship gives a really good platform for people to expand their knowledge, expand their development, expand their opportunity. And I think within group, we've got a great platform, great support network across the whole of the group in regards to that whole training and development plan. So, and I think that's exciting times for construction generally. It's been a difficult 12 months, but I think from a building materials perspective, I think we're challenged ourselves in how we continue to be traditional, but then also continue to take on new ways of working and new interactions with customers, and we need those skill sets in the business, and so I think it's a really exciting place to be at the moment, and we've got a really really big journey to go on. So certainly in that sort of modernisation, digital innovation area. So I think it's a fantastic business to be in at the moment, and I think TP, as we've just been awarded, top employer again in our industry. So, I think we've got all of the good platforms for us to develop our people even greater and better with wider thinking.
So, Dean, one of your, say, key objectives is customer service. Why do you think it's so important in our business or within any business?
Yeah, it's listen, I've probably built a career on the back of customer service, and there's lots of multifaceted parts to what customer service and what great customer service is. But a business that works in the service industry, and particularly around what customers' expectations are in today's market, what they get from outside of building materials and civil specialists, in their normal working day, is really good customer service. And I think we probably measure ourselves against an industry that probably isn't at the forefront of customer service expectation. So for me, the whole platform of customer service is key to the success of our business, where we operate in that service, distribution, logistics element that that actually people need product when they need it, and we need to get the product there at the time that we need to get the product there. So customer service is just absolutely key to everything we do. It's one of our biggest levers for growth. If that we can meet and exceed customer expectations, then they'll come back and they'll come back and they'll come back again. I mean, most of the customers that we all deal with, have got a project to meet and deadlines to meet, and if we can meet and exceed them expectations, then yes, it's repeat business, but actually then we're offering a complete customer service proposition to them that is unchallenged. And I don't think sometimes that we always realise that how much our customer service is vital to our customers' needs. And as I say, and if we can continue to meet and exceed expectations, then why wouldn't they want us to be their preferred choice of supplier?